Here we are at the Toylanta 2026, and I just wanted to get down in there and see if I could find some of the rarest items at Toylanta, things you never see anywhere. Let's go down into the crowd and dig around. Now, this table has a lot of extremely difficult to find items. Very impressive, but what jumps out here is the Sunman, which you don't see very often. Wasn't too terribly expensive until Mattel started making them. When Mattel made the Sunman, these jumped in price. But regardless of that, you never see Sunman at the shows. Never. Carded. A little bit of damage right there. But again, negligible considering how rare it is. And look, it's My Little Danny. The Fun School superhero, aka the G.I. Joe Superman. Not in the best physical condition, but something that you rarely ever see. This hardly ever comes up at any of these shows. Such a bizarre thing, and you can see the head mold that's on there. Looks kind of like Grunt. In this same booth, again, lots of really amazing items here that you rarely see. But another piece that jumps out for me there
If he wants one price, they want
is
another
the
price.
Hypnos.
They're doing a high-low flip.
The Mattel Hypnos, the antigen to Pulsar Man. And you see Pulsar Man from time to time, but you never see the Hypnos figure. You never see Hypnos. Another piece you never see, anything carded Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings, and that's Gollum, and the card's actually in really nice shape. I love the price tag there. Drug fare, 99 cents. 99 cents. Can you imagine picking that up for 99 cents? Trying to get the glare off of it there for you. Just incredible. I would love to have a set of these, but you know, it is what it is, folks. Now at this booth, you think I would be looking at the Krakens or the Godzilla piece there, the Rodan, but no, actually I'm looking at the Ideal Beverly Hillbillies Jalopy. I actually have one of these, and this is only the second time I've ever seen one of these at any convention. Very, very rare piece, even more so if it's in working condition. Most of the time they do not work if you look at them up on eBay. One of the most bonkers things at this show, that is the Ride On 89 Batmobile, and it is factory sealed. This box is factory sealed. I don't know how you would even price this. Well, they have a price on it. And there's their layaway tag. Somebody bought this for some kid and they never even bothered to open it. Golly, huh? For those of you who are into vintage ride-ons, talk about a Grail piece. Very interesting to see that. I wonder if it'll sell. This is Second Chance's booth, and you see the AMT Munsters coach toy, 1964, and this is actually a store display. This is actually a store display. It says it's missing a mirror. Oh man. Well, still. Very, very rare piece. This right here, if I can even show it to you, it's the Ideal Legend of the Lone Ranger playset. still sealed in the box. There are some cuts in the cellophane. If I can just move a couple of pieces around to let you see how that looks. These types of play suits and sets, very, very insanely rare to still find sealed from this time period. That is very cool. I love that kind of stuff. I really do. And they do have a lot of other things like that, like the Masters of the Universe toy chest, and then the G.I. Joe dinosaur set stands out. A lot of rare items, but that just really caught my eye. Right now we are in Ace All Goods booth. There's Ace right there. There's the back of him anyways. And we did an interview with Ace. I put it up on the channel independently, but I just wanted to come back to this. He's got a lot of extremely rare 60s and 70s Joe items, obviously, but I don't know that I've ever seen a carded intruder at a show. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever seen a carded intruder at a show before. And I just wanted to showcase that. Usually they're loose and they get melt marks or on the shoulders, or the shoulders are chipped and they get broken tabs on the armor and everything. But that just really impressed me. I was like, wow, a carded freaking intruder. You got to be kidding me. Again, another booth with a lot of really impressive items in it that you don't see very often, but standing out for me, Fortress of Fangs. That's a tough one to find, especially with the box. Look at that original retail price, $25.86 on clearance. I'll take it. I love the old price tags when they turn up on these things. That's incredible. That's incredible. I wonder how intact it is. They're usually not in very good condition. Most expensive thing from the old Dungeons and Dragons line, I believe. Another thing that really stood out for me in this booth, if you come this way, the black carded Hulk Hogan from LJN. Any of these are tough to find on the card. In decent shape. The cards usually took a beating. That's a real grail for a lot of people if they can find it. Just really caught my eye. And again, a lot of nice stuff in here. Looking around. And the same could be said of many of these tables. I mean, come on, there's the Eternia playset in the box. The original one, not the remake. But I'm looking for things that just really catch my eye. Really catch my eye. As the discerning collector, I guess. What do you think? Interesting Star Wars booth here. And what's jumping out for me? The Droid's A-Wing fighter. Don't know if I've seen one in the box at a show. And look at that price tag. Toys R Us clearance. $1.90. $1.90. I hesitate to ask what it even sells for now. $1.90. Planetary map inside. Very, very rare vintage Star Wars toy there. Catching my eye over here. Again, a lot of nice stuff. But standing out for me, the Battlestar Galactica Viper launching station from Mattel. It is so rare to find anything Battlestar Galactica at a show carded or boxed at all. Usually you can find the Imperious Leader because nobody wants that figure apparently. But any of the toys or other accessories especially, very rare to find, especially sealed. That is something that you never see at shows. Really interesting. I would love to have a piece like this. Again, a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of Gachimon, and in particular, standing out for me, some pieces up here. Is it okay if I take a look?
Oh, no. I'll get it.
You'll get it. Okay. Don't believe I've ever seen that stateside.
You won't.
Yep.
I'm the only person that got this type of stuff here. They got to be. What?
Gachimon playset.
Oh, shit. Are these handmade? Yes, that's Safubi. That's Mark Nagata and J222.
And another thing in this booth that stood out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Arkham Knight.
The Ganap.
Today is Saturday. Everybody's
The original Ganap. They made him purple in the show, but that's the original version of the Ganap from the Smurfs.
That's right. That's the hard one to find.
Yep. That's Kip.
Hey.
Say hi, Kip.
Hi, everybody.
And Kip, coming back over to this table, has, and I don't think I've ever seen these at a show. Oh, excuse me. Carded Tomland Star Raiders, which I believe was 1977. He's got 4 of them. 4 carded Tomland Star Raiders. Collect them all. And I used to have some Tomland Nego like 8-inch. Mine were all loose though. I'm pretty sure I've never seen. Occasionally I found a loose one. Like this one was a Morlock also. I had this as the Morlock because they repurposed their own figures. And that was the Fly, obviously. I've never seen any of these carded at shows. Only loose on occasion. Those are insanely rare. Another standout piece, something that you never see. The Duncan Batboat. And yeah, Duncan, the makers of the yo-yos. 350 sealed. You never even see these loose, let alone on the card. Certainly not at the shows anyways. Really fascinated by that, actually. If I only had unlimited funds. Something else from the realm of so rare it doesn't make any sense. Look at this. Not terribly valuable, but who keeps these? Who sat there and bought Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back Dixie Cup and never opened them so that they still exist today in their original condition? That is crazy. The original price tag, $1.49. Amazing. I love seeing stuff like that. Just crazy stuff like that always grabs my attention.